Well, I just hope there's a really good planetly.
Social structures are a construct.
Yeah, keep telling stories. They make us human.
So, Waiheke Island, what a place. Very lucky to be brought up here. The biggest hope would be trying to stay on the island. Easier said than done, the way things are looking with housing prices and even rentals and things like that, and even the amount of holiday homes that are on the island. Through my work I see so many empty holiday homes throughout the year, and so many people living in their cars as well, so it's just not really a healthy, or from what I personally think, a good dynamic to see. I heard that there's about 6,000 to 7,000 permanent residents on the island, which then bumps up to about 40,000 to 50,000 in the summertime, which is a major difference really. And yeah, again, you know, throughout the winter time you're going around the island and you've got all these empty houses that are only getting used for a month or so when the sun's out and it's warm enough to jump in the water. So yeah, trying to find a place long term on the island would be amazing, but is not as easy as it sounds. I would like to see the old Waiheke. I feel like there's a different group of people slowly moving onto the island and are happy to be there for themselves, but not really thinking about the wider community on the island. I did all my schooling on the island and it's always been a very special place for me, and I think that's because of how I was brought up here and the community around us as well, which is quite a very unique thing. So I think I would really hope to be able to do the same thing. Stay on the island as long as I can, just because I absolutely love it for the place and the people. And then hopefully one day be able to raise a family as well, as my parents did for me. A good idea of mine would be learning a little bit more about the native New Zealand bush and wildlife as well. I used to be a tour guide on the island here, and I do quite a lot of bushwalks, and before that job I found I didn't know anything about native New Zealand bush or the birds or anything like that, and through this job I was lucky enough to get taught quite well and accumulate quite a lot of good knowledge about the native bush and what you can use out of the native bush, and how to identify you know, native compared to invasive species. I found that people just had no idea, and they were just, you know, surprised that you could find all these things, you know, in your backyard if you're lucky enough. I don't know, I don't like the idea of people just saying, oh look, the trees look really nice today. It's like, well, do you know what they are? Do you know what they do? Do you know what birds they bring in? Do you know what, you know, are they invasive? Because they could look really nice, but then they could be really bad, you know. It's just, I think it's a good idea for people to get a bit more knowledge on that. Yeah.